how much do you really know about fall? Well, we know fall equinox, that means equal nights, right? So the days and the nights should be equal, but when we look at the sunrise and sunset times for today or for any city of your choice across the world, it turns out it's not 12 hours, right? 7:12 was the sunrise, 7:19, that's the sunset tonight. That's not a 12-hour day, that's a 12-hour and 7-minute day. Not equal. So what's going on? Well, it's not that you don't know about fall. What's tricking you is what you know about sunrises and sunset times. So let's take a look at the meaning of a sunrise and sunset. Now, a sunrise or a sunset is actually when the top of the sun's disk appears either over the horizon if it's a sunrise, or appears to sink under the horizon for a sunset. So it's not the center of the sun that is the exact definition of a sunrise or sunset. So that gives you a little extra daylight length as well. But another interesting cause is the way that the sun's rays travel in space. There's no air in space. There's no density in space. So light just moves straight. But when it hits the Earth's atmosphere, it actually curves a little bit. That's called refraction. The light bends. And so the sun appears higher in the sky than it actually is. If all of that just totally blows your mind and doesn't make sense, well, there's actually something that you see in everyday life that totally explains the phenomena. Over here we have a mug of water, and here's a glass, right? Okay, so we're gonna put the water in this glass. You put a spoon in it, a straw, whatever the situation is, and notice something kind of interesting. Do you see how the spoon almost looks like it's detached from itself? That's the same principle that goes on with our sun's rays when it enters the atmosphere on the Earth, because water is more dense than air. So what we look at is almost our eyes sort of tricking us. And that same principle is what happens here with the light bending when it hits that denser atmosphere. Our Earth's atmosphere is like that jar of water or cup of water. It bends the light, and so things aren't as they appear. It kind of tricks our eyes a little bit, and that's what happens when we have this longer amount of daylight on the first day of fall than what you might actually expect.